Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. I'm Daniel Saludo, along with Andrew Chang here. We are now on to the Sunday night football game. It is a battle of the AFC West between the Denver Broncos going to the defending Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. Denver does have a quarterback this time, unlike last week when they played New Orleans.
Oh, that choice would have been so easy if it was. Oh my god! I mean, it was kind of a gimme.
Yeah, and
We just overthought it, huh?
Yeah. So it's all right. It's okay. I mean, that happens sometimes in these. You don't necessarily know. You worry about situations changing at like the last minute or so. So it felt like a gimme, but there are plenty of like, I wonder what's really going to happen in that game. But
I mean, they scored just as much as Tom Brady did, so
pretty much, yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
But obviously, at this point as well, Kansas City is the big favorite in this game at minus 13.5, and your total is 50.5. So Denver gets teased up to plus 19.5. Kansas City gets teased down to minus 7.5. Your over gets teased down to 44.5, and your under gets teased up to 56.5. So I don't think there's been any real movement in the line too much. Yeah, this line opened up at minus 13, and so pretty much the sportsbooks thinks that this is going to be a highly dominated game by the Kansas City Chiefs, which I don't blame them because they are definitely the much better team. And no, man, I don't have any more arrows in me.
Oh yeah,
that was like week 6.
Still got the jet stain all over.
Yeah, that was
there
week
too.
6. I don't worry about that. Yeah, so. The big question is, do you feel like you trust Kansas City enough in this game at a over touchdown favorite, tease them down to an over touchdown favorite? It would be nice, obviously, if this wasn't 7.5, but, you always worry about a 7-point, just a 7-point win.
I would be a little more concerned if Denver was at home.
Right?
But since KC is at home, even though there is no real home field advantage this season, it's still not playing at Mile High. There's just something about that stadium that just gets a visiting team into some funk. And we were just, well, not me, but somebody was just shot full of it. Well, I guess it was me too. Shot full of arrows from some KC fans when we didn't really agree with the line for the Jets, even though they're arguably the worst team in the NFL.
No, they are the worst team in the NFL, period. There's no argument there. They are easily the worst team in the NFL. There's no argument there.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
The worst team in the NFL versus, albeit maybe a shoo-in for second or third, right?
No, they're the worst.
No, I mean like for KC being the best team.
Yeah, KC.
Like I said, second or third.
KC or Pittsburgh is the top team in the league.
Okay. I can deal with that. So I don't think I'll make the same mistake again, even though it's not really a value bet, almost like an insurance, because when lines get this high, you're just like, okay, but what if this happens? What if that happens? And, I know Danny's going to sweat this game because his Kansas City Chiefs, they're always
Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, I mean, yeah, you've been kind of high. You were high on them very last year.
Of course.
You were the one that said that they're going to win the Super Bowl, and that's all on video. So There's no denying that. And I think they're notoriously slow starting, which is my only worry.
A little bit.
I know you're going to sweat
A little bit, yeah.
But at the same time,
they weren't last week. Just remember that. They weren't last week.
Hey, man, thank you. I had to go against Tyreek Hill on my fantasy, so hey.
Just a small reminder to you.
Anyways, as I was saying, looking at the totals, nothing really looks appealing to me because I don't really trust Denver, but I think I can trust KC to come out on a win by 8 points because the line is minus 7.5. It is a bit big, but this still is Denver. They're not at home. You're talking about QBs that have been out due to COVID protocols. And,
they have to, of course.
Yeah, so I like my odds with taking KC.
I will agree with you. It's not. It's these kind of lines always I struggle with because there's not a great ton of value, but at the same time I've had to tell myself more and more over the season, I said you got to go with what you think is the right overall play. I made the same comment about I think it was like week 7, Baltimore playing at Washington. I remember I said you got to take Baltimore and just tease them down. Don't overthink it and just take it, right?
Well, I'm glad you did because
You needed the teaser
I always
to hit.
remind everybody the importance of this channel is that we're trying to just give you the value of the bet.
Yeah.
And if you didn't tease these certain favorites or games that we liked, you would have lost.
Yeah.
You would have lost. I mean, I think Baltimore won by just 14. Line was 14 and a half. So you would have lost. If you didn't tease, you would have lost.
Yep.
Just like this Wednesday, Steelers minus 10 and a half. If you didn't tease, you would have lost.
You lost it.
So there is a bit of value in teasing this stuff. Call it insurance, call it whatever you want. But I do like taking KC minus 7.5. It's a little crazy, but it is the Denver Broncos.
Yeah. I mean, Denver does have a good defense, and they will give KC some issues, at least in my opinion. But I don't think that KC is going to... I think the lowest KC wins this game by is probably like 13 points. 10 to 13 points.
Thank God.
Yeah,
if
I
you
think that's
said
what's
13, my confidence
KC's
is
got to
there.
get out there to really win this game. And they killed them in the last game, the last time they played this Denver team anyways, and that was in Denver. So you've got Denver coming back off a big loss where they didn't have a quarterback. They're just getting their quarterback and Drew Lock back and everything. And it's hard to trust Denver to really keep this game within... I find this funny to say, but keep it within 3 touchdowns. It's hard to feel like they're safe enough to do that. So,
Ooh, that would be an interesting prop bet.
yeah, it's hard to do. So I
Comment
gotta go
below,
KC.
America, see if you want to take that prop bet against Danny.
Sure.
Wow, what? 3 touchdowns?
Yeah, 21 points.
Oh, so you're pretty confident that KC will just kind of...
Yeah, I think they have to. I don't think they can go in and really take this game lightly because they've got a chance with Pittsburgh possibly being on a low this week after playing Baltimore so late that they've got a chance that if Pittsburgh loses, then KC will be tied with them in the standings for first overall and getting that bye in the playoffs. So they're definitely playing for something pretty big in this case.
Not only that, but I feel like in 2 weeks' time, not this week, but next week, man, I guess the Bills, the Pittsburgh Steelers might have a difficult time. So
There's no
I
doubt
think,
about that.
you had the theory about having kind of a sandwich game, but I mean, that's on Pittsburgh's thing. So,
Yeah, that's that breakdown.
yeah.
The only reason why you would maybe worry is KC did have to play a tough game last week against Brady and the Bucks, so that is something to worry about a little bit. But I think this is KC's game to lose, obviously, and I don't think they really fall behind in any of this.
You know what? As long as they're not the Texans, we should not have to worry. I remember last year we were so high on beating the Patriots. The best defense in the league, arguably, was Tom Brady. We were like, yeah, we beat them. And then Denver came into, I think it was our house?
No, we went to Denver.
Oh, we went to Denver and we just got
Killed by Drew Lock.
No. We got smacked around. We got disrespected. It was awful. It was terrible.
You do have to take this game seriously, and I definitely think KC does in this case.
And KC is definitely not the Texans. Remember, that team blew a 21-point lead in the playoffs. So.
No, it's 24.
Thank you, Danny.
Just getting the facts right. That's all. But the fact of this game is that we are taking KC, teasing them down to minus 7.5 in this game. I think it takes a little bit of guts to bet this game, I think, but I think there are plenty of people out there who are pretty confident, like him, who would not have an issue betting this game. Yeah, see, he's happy to do it. It's okay, but let us know in the comments how you think this game is going to go. If you're brave enough to bet this game or not, let us know in the comments. We always like hearing it. But until next time, for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. If you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our latest videos and previews for the rest of the season. Again, we'd like to thank you for joining us in this preview, but until next time, make sure you get your bets in, and of course, don't forget to be a tease.